What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, Appalachian Smoke Wagon. Thanks for clicking. Today we're going to go through the comment section on the recent BCM video because, boy, we've got some comments on that one. So we're going to run through them, address some of them. We'll try to get all of them. I may not get all of them, so if I miss your comment, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get all of them. Before we start, if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button and just like the video and leave some more comments. Maybe we'll do these videos some more. Thank you all who have subscribed and keep supporting the Smoke Wagon channel. Alright, let's get into this. First comment, this one was just 21 minutes ago. Cheers. Cheers to you, brother. Drinking an Arizona sweet tea. Cheers. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it. Next we got, why is the War Comp a bad suppressor host? I don't really have much experience with suppressors, but I have seen in videos that the shoulders don't lock up tight with suppressors, and I think there's another comment on this video where a guy underneath it explains it better. So maybe I shouldn't have spoke when I really don't have firsthand information on that. But if you go through YouTube, you'll find several videos that support that the War Comp is not the best suppressor host, and that's that. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for watching. Next we have, use the Daniel Defense Mark 18 and LWRC piston rifle for work for years. Have a couple of PWS, a sweet PSA 12.5 308. Carried a Colt M4 in Afghanistan. Been using rifles steadily for about 20 years. My BCM 14.5 is honestly my go-to setup. It just runs so smooth. Everything about it flows and works perfectly together. Nice vid. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. And I agree. My BCM it's not a complete BCM, it's just a BCM upper. And I paired it to another lower because if I would have got the BCM lower, the trigger, I would have put the Geisley trigger in and all that. And maybe in the future I will get a BCM lower and just complete it out. But yeah, my BCM runs super smooth. I've used several other different rifles, and with that Mark II recoil system, man, that my 14.5 BCM just, it's just fast and flat and just very reliable so far. I really like my BCM. Alright, next we got, nope, I want a better rifle. Well, get you a better rifle, buddy. I don't know what to tell you except thanks for commenting and watching. I appreciate it. Next we got, very impressed with that buffer system. Looks like you said, almost no recoil at all. Nice setup. Thank you. And yes, it's very flat shooting. That recoil system soaks up all the recoil. Gravy Train and I went out and filmed a video where we took his 14.5 upper and shot it with his regular carbine buffer system, and then we took his upper and put it on mine, and it made a big difference. But the ejection was kind of wonky with his upper on my lower, but it did make it shoot softer. I plan to post that video here soon, so that video should be coming. Thanks for commenting. This is the first time I've heard anyone talk about the Mark II BCM buffer system. I've been running the Geisley enhanced braided system, but I'm fixing to look into that BCM after watching this. Yeah, it's thanks for commenting. And I've got the Geisley Super 42, I think it's called, braided buffer spring in actually a PSA 11.5 inch AR pistol build. It works great, but it doesn't really take the recoil off. That BCM recoil mitigation system. It gives you extra buffer tube length, a longer buffer, and a longer spring, and it really just soaks up that recoil. Like, I can't explain it. It's just, when you feel it, it's night and day difference. So yeah, definitely look into it. They're super reasonably priced and worth every penny. Like, they could charge way more for those for what they do, I think. But yeah, definitely recommend look into that, and you will be satisfied, I'm pretty sure. All right, next we got LOL. I'm glad I made you laugh out loud so many times. Are ARs still a thing now? Always nice to see a completely new video that no one has ever done on GooTube before. Thank you, sir, for commenting, and I'm glad I made you LOL 3 or 4 times. Thank you. Next we got regularizes is most definitely a word in our mountains. Did I say regularizes in that video? Maybe I did. I probably did, and maybe it is a word up here in the mountains. Apparently I used it. Thanks for commenting and watching, brother. Okay, next we got too late. I've owned BCMs for a while now. Well, congratulations, sir. You've got some nice rifles. Thanks for commenting. Do you like the Raider handguard? Have you handled an MCMR? No, I've not handled an MCMR. And yes, I do like the Raider handguard. The Raider handguard is really robust. It's pretty much just a quad rail with the Picatinny shaved off. I mean, I'm sure there's way more engineering into it than that, but looking at it, that's what it looks like. And it's still super lightweight. And then you got the Picatinny around the end to attach any like laser aiming devices or anything, night vision stuff. And I do have a Chinese pec in I'm gonna try out. Like, I swore those off, but I couldn't resist. I had to get one. I'm gonna throw it on and try it out. It feels really plasticky and really cheap, but the laser's pretty bright. Flashlight's not bad either on it. So we're gonna be checking it out. And back to the comment, I do like the Raider handguard. I've not handled an MCMR. They look really thin and light, and I'm sure they're just fine. Most BCM stuff is just fine, but I do like the Raider handguard. Thank you for your comment. That looks like a comment off another video. Let's see. I got a LWRCI M16 ICDI for $1,600 as my first gun purchase in 2018. Hawaii pricing. I kind of wish I had gotten a full BCM and nice optic instead. The full ambi lower of my LWRCI is convenient for bolt locking and release. I like using the Tier 1 Citizen 2-point bungee sling. LWRCI, those are some awesome rifles. I've looked at them. I love the spiral barrel on them, and they're pretty high-end rifles. I would like to have one, but as your first gun purchase, you can't go wrong with BCM. And if you could have got the BCM and an optic, then yeah, you probably should have done that. But you didn't go wrong with the LWRCI. And the Tier 1 Citizen, I watch all Abner's videos. Like, his slings are cool. I really like them. I haven't got one yet. Maybe I'll get one in and review it on the channel. They look a lot like the SOE slings, but the Tier 1 Citizen, from what I've seen, doesn't have any adjustment to it. You just set it and forget it, which is super simple, and I like simple. So yeah, I plan on trying a Tier 1 Citizen sling soon. Thank you for your comment. You can't even find them anywhere. Glad I've got a few. Love BCM. Those Raider uppers have been sold out from time to time. I'm not sure now. I haven't checked, but if you're looking for one, then just wait when they come back in stock and get one. Thanks for your comment, bro. Support from East Tennessee. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you. I love Tennessee. If I had to leave these mountains, that's probably the first place I would go would be Tennessee. Thanks for your support. Middle Tennessee right here. Thank you. Like I said, I love Tennessee. Alright, next we got, so it's a BCM with minimal BCM parts. Gotcha. I'm glad you got me, because it is what it is, bro. Like I said, if I would have got a complete BCM, which I could have, I'd rather just order an upper and have it shipped right to my front door than have to go through an FFL and all that, because I've got plenty of lowers. I took one of my lowers that I have and just made it to my BCM and made it, that's that rifle now, and it's my favorite rifle. And I wouldn't say minimal BCM parts, it's a complete BCM upper. So the bolt carrier group and all that is BCM. I had the BCM recoil mitigation. It's not minimal BCM parts, but thanks for your comment. Got some emojis and thank you for commenting. I have went through every single video I could find on the Ukraine war. I have a video of a guy using a BCM Recce 16. I chose that rifle because if it's good enough for Ukraine, it's good enough for me. Yeah, I'm sure there's many of BCMs that been used in many of wars. BCMs are good rifles. Thank you for your comment. I'll be happy when BCM starts selling these stripped uppers. Are you talking about the Mark II upper? They don't sell those as a... I'm not sure about that, but I'll be happy when they do too, if they're not already. Thanks for commenting. We got a thumbs up. Thank you. Looks like Vance has no balls so far. I'll be extremely surprised if they don't throw us under the bus, which they absolutely did. I think we got no more $200 tax stamp, but the suppressors and SBRs, SBSs, all that still, you got to still go through the same NFA bullcrap. They did throw us under the bus. We did get the $200 tax stamp to zero. Is that a win? And compared to what we were gonna get, I don't think so. I think GOA has a lawsuit now. After all this big beautiful bill crap has passed and been signed, I think there's a lawsuit now on because there's zero tax now. That's the whole reason. I'm not too read up on it, but you can find it on YouTube. Thanks for your comment, and yeah, it looked like Vance had no balls. Thanks for your comment. BCMs are good, solid B grade rifle with a good balance of performance and price. I use my Geisley rifle nowadays, but I scored them for cheaper than BCM on Black Friday years ago. So it was a no-brainer. My old BCM upper has kind of collected dust for quite some time now. Geisley rifles are awesome. I've never said anything bad about Geisley. I love their triggers. I have a few Geisley triggers. I've never tried a Geisley rifle or upper. When I was going to buy my BCM, it was between Daniel Defense, Geisley, and BCM BCM had the better deal, and it came with the BCM bolt carrier. So that's why I went with BCM, and I just love my BCM. Thanks for commenting. If the HPA would have passed, there wouldn't be a damn suppressor in stock anywhere for a long time. Once the HPA Made it past those first hurdles. My plan was to start buying as many of the cans I wanted as possible. HBA pass plus no tax stamp equals your new can. And overpriced. I don't understand the end there. Thank you for your comment. And yes, if the Hearing Protection Act would have passed, I'm sure there would have been a run on suppressors, and it would have took a long time to get restocked. It didn't. Like I said, there's that lawsuit now. Yeah, thanks for your comment. Love my BCM. I love mine too. Thanks for your comment. Very cool. I recommend the Silencer Co. Velos LBP suppressor. Okay, thank you. I'll check into that. YouTube compliant FFS. Thank you for your comment. Alright, and we got, wow, like a paragraph here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll read the beginning of it. When we hear BCM, almost every time Daniel Defense will be mentioned. I would agree both are mil-spec, but nothing more. Mil-spec means TDP, Technical Data Package, also known as minimal requirements. That's it. There's nothing special about these products. They are made to spec. There is no further development in design, engineering, metallurgy, or heat treat. These companies make very little, if anything, on their rifles. They operate under parking variants. The work done by others on their products is typically 60 years old. They are held in high regards, and their MFGs take advantage of this, and pricing proves it, all while folks poo-poo other manufacturers. I've not poo-pooed any other manufacturers. I just really like my BCM. There's some more of that comment there, but it's super long, and obviously I'm on a time restraint. Thanks for your comment. Yes, mil-spec, and the AR is a 60-some-year-old rifle now at this point. I mean, it's old technology, but I can take my BCM and then shoot another rifle, and you can tell a difference. A lot of it is that recoil system, but you can tell a difference. But thanks for your comment. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching. Mil-spec in 2025 equals compatibility. Simple as that. Anderson, Bear Creek, Radical, PSA, etc. are mil-spec too. Doesn't mean crap when you're making pop metal trash with a 70% failure rate. We pay more for QC, which is quality control. BCM is second to none. Sure, you can spend more money for a CAC or LMT and be beholden to them when something breaks because they use proprietary non-mil-spec parts. I think BCG from either company is in the $500 plus range, or you can use something mil-spec, which you seem to be hating on for no good reason. Alright, this is a reply to that previous comment I read, and yeah, I agree with you. Thanks for commenting, brother. Looks like he got a couple replies underneath that comment. Let's do. The Raider rails are awesome. BCM just needs to update their barrel nut, mostly make it longer. The rail is even machined for it, and it will be hands down one of the best rails on the market. Love my BCMs. I agree. I love mine too. I'm not sure on that barrel nut thing, but okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. SOE does make nice stuff, but waiting 4 months to get a belt is nuts. Won't get another one unless they can speed that up some. John Willis does do good work. I agree. I love all my SOE gear. They've been running some good promos lately where you get a spend over, I think it's a $60 threshold, and you get a nice like tool bag light. And I think their 4th of July special was a boot bag, which is a little bit bigger bag. I didn't get in on that. I wish I would have. I've got several of the free tool bag lights, and I really like them. I use them for a lot of things, like shotgun shells in one, tools, like there's so many uses for that stuff, and it's just built to last. I think he says we still build them like they used to, and that's true. His stuff is overbuilt. It's good stuff. And I'm sorry you had to wait that long to get your belt. I have had to wait on a couple of things from SOE, but when I finally got it, it was worth the wait. But if you're needing something right now, unless you see it at SOE in stock, I would probably get it somewhere else if you need it immediately, or at least email and see the time frame on what they could get it to you, how fast they can get it to you. Thanks for commenting. I guess I could have said your guys' names through these comments. Maybe we'll do that in a future one. And by the way, happy 4th of July. It's obviously 4th of July's past. It's a couple days past, but happy birthday, America. Happy Independence Day. And I hope all you guys had a great 4th of July. I had to work. Unfortunately, my line of work, 4th of July is one of the busiest weeks of the year, probably maybe the busiest week of the year. So I worked, had to go to bed early, had to sleep with earplugs in because all the fireworks going off, but that's part of my full-time job. And yeah, where were we at? BCM, best combat machine for the money, at least. Maybe. Thanks for commenting. I really like mine. I don't know, man. A complete BCM is about $16.50, and a complete DD M4 V7 is about $18.50 according to current pricing on Freedom Trading. 200 is 200. I get it. I have 2 BCMs and love them too. But the budget aspect of BCM is slowly disappearing. That's true, but the budget aspect on everything's disappearing. Everything's went up. All my utility bills have doubled in the past 3 years. What is budget anymore? Like, everything has went up. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. Let's see, what do we got? Budget and Arrow M4E1 with a BCM upper. Is that a reply to? I think so. Is that all the comments? Okay, I think that's all the comments I can get to pull up here anyway. So I guess there's a bunch of replies under some of those comments, but this is the first time we've done this video because that BCM video has been a pretty successful video for me on this channel. I mean, this is a small channel, and if something gets 5 or 6K views, that's pretty good for my small channel. And a lot of it is from these comments, so boosting it through the algorithm. So I appreciate all you guys who commented and liked the video. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned for more stuff from me and Gravy Train. More blade stuff, more pew pew stuff. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all you guys, and until the next one, Smoke Wagon out.